top story tonight. An opposing point of view on the terror war. Joining us from Washington is Noura Erakat, legal advocate for the U.S. campaign to end Israeli occupation. What did you think, madam, of Al-Qaeda calling for more terrorists to go to the Middle East to kill Jews? What did you think of that call yesterday?
I think this is a political problem. This is a situation that was started politically and can be ended politically, and it can end with Israel ending its occupation of the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, and the Golan Heights in southern Lebanon.
I'll ask the question again. You're a smart woman. I'm going to ask the question again, all right, because you didn't even come close to answering the question. What did you think of Zawahiri, second in command in Al-Qaeda, calling for more terrorists to go to the Middle East and kill Jews? What did you think of that?
I think this has nothing to do with religion. This has to do with the political and military occupation of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip in southern Lebanon. I think that so long as Israel continues its occupation, it will continue to get threats from around the world. From the UN, it's been condemned. From the international community, it's been chastised. So that we're getting comments from religious elements, or religious radical elements, I don't think is a far shot, because the rest of the world is telling Israel the same thing.
Well, certainly not the rest of the world. I mean, you had 4 Arab countries condemn Hezbollah's action. You have polls in the United States showing that on this issue, this Hezbollah-Israeli issue, President Bush is handling it correctly. That's a CBS poll that we cited today. But okay, you kind of dodged the Al-Qaeda thing. Let me try it again with Iran. Iran finances Hezbollah, you know that. Anybody in the Middle East who studies the situation knows that Iran pours about $100 million into Hezbollah every year. Today, again, President of Iran, we're looking at him, comes out and says, we're going to destroy Israel. That's what we want, to destroy Israel. Do you want to destroy Israel, Ms. Erakat?
I want to ensure stability, security, and freedom for all people, and that's not going to happen with occupation.
Right.
You said
so
I didn't respond to your question.
Is that I don't want to destroy?
I don't want to destroy any nations, absolutely not, least of which do I want to destroy Lebanon or the Palestinian people. You asked me about the CBS poll. Well, you mentioned it. You know, I don't think that our viewers know that Israel actually occupied Lebanon for 18 years, and that in the past 6 years alone, it's launched 11,782 missiles over the Lebanese border. In comparison, Hezbollah has launched 100 missiles over the border. Did American viewers know that? Did they know?
Well, look,
that
all
Israel
I can go by, I'm not going to do a missile count for you, but all I can tell you is...
You should check your figures,
no, I mean,
we have to do a missile count.
We have to deal with reality here. And the reality
is why? Why is this happening? Why is the world angered at Israel's attack on a civilian population?
The world isn't angered. The world is angered that Hezbollah started this. As I cited, the 4 Arab countries, the United Nations is going to condemn it, and they started the fight. But I don't want to get into this. What I want to get into is your mentality. You're an American, okay?
Right.
Now, you dodge my Al-Qaeda question. You say you don't want Israel destroyed. I'll take you at your word, even though the president of Iran does, and the president of Iran is funding Hezbollah. Now, my third, and it's again a very, very simple question.
Right.
There was a UN mandate. I'm sure you know it. 1559. It said that all militias in Lebanon must disband. Okay, they must. Hezbollah did not disband. It expanded. It brought in more weaponry. So they are in violation of the UN resolution. What do you think about that?
I think that our attempts to disarm Hezbollah, try them. But the fact is, Hezbollah is a political organization, and 70% of the Lebanese population supports Hezbollah. So if you want to try to disarm Hezbollah, you might end up decimating 40% of the Lebanese population.
Do you want to disarm Hezbollah, madam?
I would like to disarm all nations and begin with the end of nuclear proliferation in Israel. And with that said, I'm a U.S. taxpayer. My tax dollars are funding the accumulation of weapons for Israel, including cluster munitions, which are illegal under international law.
All right, it has been said.
And which
one more question, I got to let you go.
Reagan actually outlawed cluster munition bombs in 1982.
Okay, fine. 1982 was a swell year. Got one more question.
It was Reagan.
One more question for you, okay? And this is another easy one. I'm giving you all easy ones. It has been said, if Israel laid down its arms, there'd be another Holocaust. They'd be slaughtered by militant Islamists. But if Hezbollah laid down its arms, there would be peace, because Israel doesn't want to conquer Lebanon. It's nothing in it for them to conquer Lebanon. Is that wrong, that comparison?
Israel may not want to conquer anything, but for some reason it still wants to occupy the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, the Golan Heights in southern Lebanon. It withdrew its settlers and maintained its occupation. It controls the airspace, the borders, the imports and exports in and out of Gaza. Right. It controls the population.
Erakat, we appreciate your point of view. We appreciate you coming on. Next on the rundown.